very good evening, one and all. It is the evening, and welcome to LM Simulation here on YouTube. Kind of used to doing live streams, so wanted to introduce everyone. It is actually the evening now, approximately 6:43 PM here in the United Kingdom. So, welcome to something brand new here on LM Simulation. I've been trying to bring something new to you for quite a long time, and this is what I'm going to be doing today. So today we're going to be exploring Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 for the very first time. So I'm very excited to bring this to you. It's been quite a long trip trying to get here and making sure that all the mandatory updates are installed. I do apologise if you can hear some noise in the background. It is my washing machine going. Unfortunately, I've had to move it about recently just to ensure that everything's working. So that's simply all it's doing. So don't worry about that. Right, so let's get into this video. So today we are going to be flying. Well, that's the whole intention of doing a flight simulator video, is to fly. Anyway, so now that's covered, this is the entire globe in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You have access to every single place on this. Well, I wouldn't say map. Planet is probably what it is. It's probably the most incredible game I think I've ever come across in my entire life. To be able to know that you can go anywhere in the world and explore it as it is in the galaxy. It's probably the most incredible thing in the world. Look at that flare. Look at that sun flare. That's gorgeous. Right, this is the approximate time sort of, part of the planet's in darkness, part of it's in daylight. This is exactly where we are at the moment. So the United Kingdom, well, it's not actually live, I would say, because I've set this flight up to approximately 14:22. This is where the light is at the moment. So we're going to be starting it off in the late afternoon. It's going to start to get dark quite quickly as we do our flight, probably landing in the early part of the darkness. So this is the whole of the map. You've got Africa over here, Middle East, going over to India, Malaysia, places like that, Singapore, Australia, and then coming all the way back over to the United States of America and Canada at the top there, as well as Mexico, Brazil, Paraguay, all of the places down here, and Argentina right at the bottom as well. You've even got Antarctica, and you've even got the North Pole, which is all the way at the top here. So yeah, it's magical. You can explore any part of this map that you want to. It is simply incredible, really, really is. Anyway, so our flight is set up in the little old United Kingdom. Lots of updates that have happened. We're going to be doing this, and approximately an hour flight. The video's not going to be an hour long. It's just going to be an hour flight. I'm going to show you the takeoff up to cruise. And then you'll see some cruise bits, and then I'll show you the descent, which will be happening just after Stoke-on-Trent. So just after Stoke-on-Trent we'll start our descent. I'm planning on getting up to about 6,000 feet. Descent's going to take us down to about 2,000 feet, at which point we'll be going over Dodgel Bank, which is where I'll put a pin so that we can go over this massive observatory over here at Dodgel Bank. And then turning up over Runcorn. This is where I live. I'm not going to show you exactly where I live, but this is where I live, so I have all the planes going into Liverpool all the time. Anyway, so that's us. We're going to be flying the Cirrus SR22. There's so many aircraft to explore. They've just added some more, so I'm really excited. This is probably the best time to look at this game simulator, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be flying from a little place called White Waltham, which used to be my local airport back when I was a little kid. We're going to be flying from this spot here, which is directly outside the clubhouse. Clubhouse being this building here. You've got some nice sort of benches and seating outside here. You can park your car up here and just watch the planes as they do what they want to do. I've got some. This isn't sort of exactly how you would get it. I've got a scenery modification, some third-party scenery for this for White Waltham, because the default one isn't amazing. However, it makes it incredible. I am using the default Liverpool. I've been looking at getting some Liverpool scenery, but I don't fly regularly enough from there yet to make it viable. I did want to get this Echo Golf Lima Mike, which is White Waltham West London Aero Club. I did want to get that because it's special to my heart. Anyway, so we're going to get into it. In a couple of minutes, you'll see we'll just fade into the aircraft and I'll welcome you as we get started here with the Cirrus SR22 on our flight up to Liverpool from White Waltham, just outside of Reading. Alright, so I'll see you in a few seconds. See you in a bit. Hello everyone and welcome to the beautiful Flight Simulator 2020. This is exactly how it looks like, and I like it at this time of day because it is gorgeous. It really, really is amazing. I feel that the graphics are just really unparalleled. Like, I've never seen a simulator have this good graphics before. Anyway, we've got to get on with this flight, and I've got to show you how to fly this aircraft. So it is going to be very interesting. Show you about sort of White Waltham. There's I think there's a hurricane over there actually. There is a hurricane, I believe, that lives here, or one of them. I do apologise about these notifications. They are something that is new to the simulator with one of the latest updates. Not entirely sure how to turn them off, but it won't hinder the experience too much. You can see we've got some hangars over here, and you've got the ATC tower over there. This is the clubhouse that I was talking to you about, and you sit outside and have your meals and stuff. Those benches that are sat against the clubhouse, I've actually sat in them quite recently. So it's quite unparalleled to be able to look around the aircraft. And then as you can see, you've got the whole lineup of aircraft over here. You've got plenty of different varieties of aircraft, lots of different landmarks available, as you can see. I'm going to see if I can turn some of these hints and landmarks off, because wherever you look, all you can see is hints about landmarks. So just bear with me while I see if I can work out how to turn them off, because it is quite annoying to have that up there. Just prefer to just have just have your basic stuff. Let me just go into assistance options, which is where I went into user experience. Let's have a look. Everything's turned off. Piloting, let's have a look. Assisted. Points of interest. Landmark markers off. City markers off. Airport markers off. Fauna markers off. There we go. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. There we go. I think that fixes it. Yeah, it does. Wonderful. So we'll still have these annoying notifications. There's not much we can do about that. This is a beautiful simulator. There's nothing can deny that. It is really, really good. And this is genuinely how many aircraft to park outside at White Waltham. It's actually cheaper to park outside than it is inside the hangars. So most people choose to do so. To be honest, these aircraft are a bit large. I don't think I've seen these types of aircraft here before. But we have just got normal AI here at the moment. No live traffic. So interesting to see. You've got lots of things going on around here, that is for sure, but it is a very nice airport to fly from. Aerodrome, airfield, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to get everything set up in our wonderful Cirrus SR20. So our our call sign is, well, our registration is GLMSF, which is Golf, which is for the UK, and then LM Simulation Flying, which is the easiest one I can find for us. Anyway, let's get into the cockpit and show you around the cockpit. That is not the right thing, neither is that. I'll get there in the end. I don't fly this simulator very much on the basis that I want to fly it more, but my main stuff is around train simulators, so this isn't. I want to do more with this, that is for sure. Anyway, so it tells you to start the engines. I don't want to do anything like that. I want to do this how you're meant to do it. So we're going to get the checklist out, which I believe is this one over here. No, that's the objectives. We'll get there in the end, we really will. Where's the checklist? Here we go, checklist. There we go, start an engine. Right, so I like to have a little bit of assistance with this because all the aircrafts are different, and essentially this will show you around the Cirrus SR20. You've got some nice seats in the back here, not much room though. I'd recommend flying this alone or with someone next to you. That's probably the best way to do it. Anyway, so let's go through this and go to evaluation. So our parking brake, that is set. Battery switches need to be turned on. So we'll turn them on. Strobe light needs to be turned on. Needs to be fully rich. Full forward. So I'll put that up. So we need to prime then boost it. Prime is down. and then boost, and then we'll boost. Open 1/4 inch, which I'll do autocomplete because I feel that's an easier way to do that. So it's still telling me to start the engine, so I am trying to start the engines, I am doing that in the process of it. Hope that the co-pilot knows how to do that. Come on. Co-pilot processing. The simulator is a bit funny sometimes. It's brilliantly done, but it's just sometimes it can get a bit confused. So I'll force finish this. Right. Start. So that's a magneto. That's your left magneto. That's your both, and start. Right, and adjust that to about 1000 RPM. There we go. What is it telling me about all these suggestions for? Really annoying. I'm not sure if anyone else has that problem. Please do let me know if you do. Anyway, get that down to 1000 RPM, which is where we want it. There we go.
Adjust 1000 RPM. Oil pressure.
Right, oil pressure is
master switches.
cool. La 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 la. Let's turn these on. Oh, that's the battery.
On. Avionics master switch.
On.
Parking brake.
Release.
Echo Golf, Lima Mike traffic, Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, taking off runway 29 for departure to the west.
What the earth is it doing? Oi! Someone's hijacking my plane! Go away! I don't want you to... No, what is it doing? Oh no. Oh my gosh. Things are so going wrong. Someone is hijacking my plane. Give me back my plane. Oh, this is... I'll get this sorted, guys, don't worry. There will be a slight issue with something or another. Right, just turn off all the AI stuff. I'm going to put the parking brake on. Right, let's have a look and see what the hell it's doing. It's trying to take off my piloting assisted. No, 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 no. User experience, AI piloting, cursor mode, ATC voices, Q suits, fly and save. Can we please stop? There we go. Someone was trying to hijack my plane. That's not going to happen in my lifetime. Right. So, on your left hand side, you have basically your heads up display. Well, I still call it heads up display. It's your Garmin. Essentially, that tells you most of your stuff about the aircraft, your alerts and stuff like that. I really want to turn these off. Honest to God, these are getting really annoying. Like beyond annoying. I've turned everything off. What possibly else could it be telling me to do? I know how to fly a plane. This thing presumes I don't know how to fly a plane. I do. Right, failure and damage, navigation aids, we don't want any of them on. Off. Notification, off, 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 off. Apply and save, go back. Right, now we've finally set everything up. It sounds like we might actually be able to fly. Anyway, so this one here just basically tells you all of your details about what speed you're doing, what altitude you're at. Always make sure your altimeter is set, which we're using the B key. We're using 30.00 inches per square feet, so that will be the opposite of hectopascals. very, very confusing, that part of an aircraft can get. All you need to know is press B, and that will reset your altimeter, something to do with air pressure and God knows what else. You've got backup indicators down here in case you need them, and then on the right hand side you've got your navigation. So this essentially is a very rudimentary system. It's not touchscreen, because people who own Cirruses don't have touchscreen FMSs, flight management systems. So the way you would do this is it tells you how to do everything. Adjust the max zoom would be, oh God knows, mouse wheel up and down. Yeah, so if you zoom out you can see where we are, zoom in, you can see where we are as well. So I would zoom it out to about there. That's where I like it to be. I mean, I know where we're taking off from. I just need to get the ATC up and going. Runway 29. So the first thing I need to do is then have a look on the map and see where runway 29 is, because I know this airport, but I haven't flown from here in a long time. So it will take me a little bit to find out where runway 29 is. Just one moment while I do that. Sometimes you can have a quick look on Google Maps, and that'll tell you instantly where runway 29 is. So that's 25, 29 is the one over there, so we need to turn left. Right, okay, super. Right, so now we're ready to go. We've got the aircraft ready, going. Beautiful evening. I would say we're pretty much ready to get flying. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the flaps back up because we don't need them. I'm going to turn our park and brake off, and then I'm going to completely ignore these people who want to help me get out of this place, and I'm going to start and get the aircraft moving. I don't know how much power we need to get going. That's quite a lot of power. Can we move yet? What, have we just set the parking brake or something? It's off, so why are we not moving? That is interesting. Maybe if I... Okay, so now we need to tackle the next thing, which is why on earth our aircraft doesn't want to move. I turn the parking brake off. In fact, we've done everything that we need to do in terms of the checklist. That is all done. Page has been completed. Starting engine's been done. Let's go outside and see if there's anything. No, there's nothing hindering us, so we should be able just to get going, you would think, unless the fuel tank's not being set correctly, maybe. We're seriously not going anywhere. That is scary. Scary indeed. I wonder what is stopping us now from going anywhere. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to fix this, sort this thing out, and I'll have everything set up, and we'll be going in just a minute. So I'll fade, and we'll be magically taxiing when we come back. See you in a sec. And we are back, everyone. Turns out I had live pause enabled. Now, live pause isn't something I've ever used before. However, it was enabled on this. So I actually have had to do a few tweaks to the simulator to get it fixed and to get everything working again. The rudder was wasn't working properly, and I found out that wasn't an issue with the simulator, it was actually an issue with the way my Xbox 360 controller, which is what I'm using for flying, was set up with Windows, not the simulator. So I had to calibrate that, and then I've gone back into the sim and it's working a lot better now. So, right, let's contact ATC, because you need to let them know that we're going. So that'll be using this button here. Tune the traffic. We're going to announce that we're going to take off, departing north.
Echo Golf, Lima Mike traffic, Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, taking off runway 29 departure to the north.
So that gives them, it's not an ATC as the form of an ATC, so they're not going to talk back to you or anything like that. It's simply just to let people know exactly what you're doing and where you're going, just because this is a self-operated airfield, so people do their own thing. Probably what I should have done is just announce my taxi as well, or probably my taxi before my takeoff, because what I just told them is I'm just taking off from this spot here, which I'm not. That's definitely not what I'm doing, so let's announce the taxi.
Echo Golf, Lima Mike traffic, Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is taxiing to runway 29.
First thing I'll do here is turn the parking brake off, and we should be able to get going this time. So I don't know what live pause is. It seems to me like a completely stupid bit of technology. I don't really understand why it would ever get used. Why would you want to pause the game but still have access to the game and the mechanics? Right, I'm going to show you a little bit around White Waltham while we're taxiing. So, we've got a lovely array of aircraft here in the sunset. Gorgeous, Kenmore Air and everything like that. Obviously some of these are fictitious liveries that the simulator has put in itself. But as I said, you've got the car park here for the members on the left, and on the right you have the car park for the people who just want to come down and have a view. This hangar here is the main hangar, and that is a gorgeous aircraft. That's not something you can fly in Flight Simulator. However, that is an aircraft that resides there, I believe, in real life, in one of the hangars, that is. Right, let's see if we can get ourselves going again. It takes a little bit of power to get yourself going in these Cirruses. I do enjoy it. It's one of my favourite aircraft to fly, the Cirrus, and you'll probably work out why very soon. Very, very fun and capable aircraft. Very simple to use as well. I don't know why more people don't have these Cirruses. They're lovely. They've got a nice little raked wingtip there, which looks fantastic. Wait, bloody hell, it can... pardon my French, but it can taxi fast, this thing. It really doesn't need much power at all. I am going to change my controller sensitivity for the camera in time, but I just want to make sure that we can fly first. Ooh, is that an F-18? Yeah, that's not there in real life, I can assure you of that, but here we are at runway 29. There's Combine Harvester over there. Yeah, so the F-18 is a brand new addition to Microsoft Flight Simulator, Game of the Year edition. I don't have the Game of the Year edition, I just have the full £120 package whenever this sim first came out, but it's nice to see. I have given that a quick fly, that F-18 over there. Very, very fun aircraft to fly. I took it up to 50,000 feet, put the afterburners on and everything. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun in that aircraft in the future. Can't wait to bring that to you. Right, so normally you would sit here, sit the parking brake on and do a run up and all of that jazz, but I think I've wasted enough of your time already, so let's get into the air. So the thing we need to do first is I'm going to put, well, I don't need our flaps really for takeoff, although I am going to put them into the second position. Let's see if we can get ourselves going again. See, I'm amazed how much power it really takes to get this thing going. I mean, I'm on, how much power am I on now? about 40%, which is still quite a lot, but anyway, runway 29, here we are. X marks the spot. God knows where the runway is. Am I actually on the runway, or... They never work out on these airfields where the runway is. Am I on it, or... Where is it? Oh, what have you done? Just trying to find out where the blooming runway is, because I can't. Zoom all the way in. Where is it? Oh, we haven't actually reached it yet. Okay, cool. This very faint line is the runway, so we need to do some more practice in this simulator. That's what we need to do. Turn around, head back towards this F-18. Where is this runway? I am trying to find that out. Somewhere over here, apparently. Ah, right. X marks the spot. Ah, yes. This makes a lot more sense now. Right. Here we are. This feels a lot more like a runway now. Well, it doesn't look like it, but it will have to do. We ain't got much other choice. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let everyone know we're taking off. Make sure that everything's alright in the cockpit. We're all secure. Yep, we are. Everyone's clear. All the lights are on. We've put our strobes on, which is that one. Navigation lights we're going to switch on. Don't need the pitot heat that much, to be honest. Although I like to put it on anyway, just to ensure that everyone's on the same page. And then we will get going. So, onwards to Liverpool, guys. Let's get going. Mixture's fully rich. I don't think this thing has an autopilot. I'm not too sure. We'll have to find out when we get into the air. But it's going to be a fun flight either way. Let me know if this thing is I need to change the range on that on that thing over there. Let's get going. Can we get into the air, please? Behind me. Using as much of the runway as we need to. Out over the railway, I believe. Turn over here. Oh, what have I done? No, what have I done? Didn't want to do that. Right, so I don't believe we can retract the wheels, so we're going to have to live with it like this. But oh my words, this game is gorgeous. This is live weather, by the way, so this is actually what it is down there, although the timing is a little bit different. Right, so as I said, our cruising altitude is going to be over and around 6,000 feet on this one. We're not going to be going that high. The Cirrus is a very capable aircraft, but I don't like to put it through too much. So now we've departed, essentially we now need to retune ourselves over to Benton approach and request flight following.
Benton approach, Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is type Cirrus SR22, 2 miles northwest of Echo Golf, Lima Mike 1,700 feet. Request flight following. Cirrus Golf, Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, Benton approach. Squawk 0656.
So that's our squawk, is 0656, acknowledge the squawk code.
0656, Cirrus Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
acknowledge the radar contact. And they can keep us on our toes whenever they need to. Look at that gorgeous view out that wing. Oh my word. I'll put the flaps up now because we don't need them anymore. And adjust our flight controls. That's up to a proper speed. Wow. Holy moly. So I believe you've got the River Thames down there. We might be looking at over there, might be Marlow, either that, or it'll be Henley, one of the two. I don't believe Marlow's on the River Thames, last time I checked, but it's been such a long time since I've lived down this way. It's been quite a while. Still as lovely as ever, still as posh as ever. Something I am glad that I'm no longer associated with, because I now work with people a lot more on my level. You know, down there everyone was a bit too much like, oh, has your parents got a Rolls Royce? Because mine do. Everything was just, you know, everyone was trying to buy stuff to impress. Up here, if you don't have any money, it's the same as everyone else. Everyone's equal. I like it, I really do. It changes the dynamic of things, it really does. You're no longer responsible. Anyway, we're doing really well on this flight at the moment, so we'll have to see, do we have an autopilot on this? We've got a menu button, a ENT button, range, altitude selection. Let me have a look. I don't think we've got an autopilot, which is interesting, but no, it doesn't look like it. Well, actually, what's this? Is this an autopilot? Oh, we do have an autopilot, right, okay. Right, so if we set our altitude up to, what did I say we were doing? 6,000 feet. We'll be there soon. Let me just knock us down. How does that change then? It's not changing that at all. And I'll put our navigation thing in. I'll put it off on heading mode. Hopefully that will so we need to be heading 330 really. We're 32. That should be alright. Seems to be holding us, so that's good. I've got to kind of hang on the autopilot. I did remember this aircraft does have an autopilot, a very, very good autopilot system, it must be said. I'll just turn us a bit more this way. That should give us a little bit more on course. I'll turn our power down a little bit so we don't need to worry that much about power. Right, so that is our ascent, and now we're at our cruise. So, you'll have a few nice little videos to look at as we cruise through the skies from different angles, and then we'll be landing in next to no time in Liverpool all the way. This is about an hour's flight in real time, but this will be a much shorter video. So I'll see you in a sec. and welcome back. We are now sort of about on the approach, I would say, probably about sort of 8 to 9 minutes out of sort of the Runcorn area over to Liverpool. So if I show you on the VFR map where we are, we're just around here, just north of Crewe, just sort of heading towards the Winsford area at the moment, and then you've got Runcorn over here, over into Liverpool. So very soon we are going to be making that left turn into Liverpool, so I'll keep the GPS tracking on. We have had some slightly inclement weather en route, but it hasn't been too bad. We have had no rain so far, which is very lucky. I have just had a look out my apartment window, and we are on live weather. I will remember, we are on live weather. I have had a look outside my apartment window in blimey, that was a big hit, and it's yeah, it was raining, so to be expected, unfortunately. We might be getting some rain on this trip today, so keep an eye out. And it is some glorious sunset scenes here in the north of England as we are approaching our landing area. We are just descending to 3,000 feet. I will momentarily send us a little bit further down to 2,000, but I'll leave it a couple of minutes before doing that. I'm going to turn our landing lights on now though, just in case I forget. Quite patchy weather up here, I can tell you that, and it's never going to be perfect up this side of the world, but we are getting closer. So I will increase our descent now to 2,000 feet. So I feel that's probably warranted. There we go. And I'll turn our vertical speed indicator back on if it will let me. Right, there we go. So we're going down to 2,000 feet now. I'm going to take our engine power down a little bit. Don't need it that high, that is for sure, as we're descending. And I'm also going to turn our heading down to about 320, just so that we make sure we are back on course. Not going to take us long to get to 2,000 feet. I reckon that's where you want to be, round about the Runcorn area, just about 2,000 feet ready to descend. So I will, once we are down to 2,000 feet, I will keep us there. Very soon we will be contacting Liverpool Control and making our way into Liverpool. Pitch black outside in real life, but I didn't want it to be pitch black in this simulator, not just yet. I'm not that confident just yet, but we'll get there. There we go, that's us down to 2,000. Didn't take us long at all. Gorgeous sun over there. The land of the red sun. Absolutely incredible sunset views. As we make our way through these clouds and into the Runcorn area. Has been a very nice flight, I must admit. No issues at all. It's been quite pleasant. We went straight over Birmingham Airport, which is nice to see, and now we are heading just to the sort of the west of Manchester Airport. So if I show you on the VFR map where Manchester Airport is, it's this big thing over here. So we'll be on the west of Manchester, staying that way. These are all the beacons for Manchester, you see. We will just want to intersect this and then head round over Runcorn. So we've got a few miles still to go. 2,000 feet seems about right at this level. Start to get the speed down as well. We want it about 140 I don't want us any lower, but 140 should be about right. So it's certainly been an impressive flight. Is that Manchester Airport over there? Wow. Does look like it. That is very close, if that is. Yeah, so in reality we wouldn't dare be at 2,000 feet at this point near Manchester Airport, but we're going a bit more like the crow flies at the moment. Interesting. It's nice to look out on here and go, oh, I wonder what town that is, and stuff like that. Indeed. Right, we do need to start our turn now, as being suggested by our computer. I'll take us down to about 310, that should do it for now. Our speed's good. Turn to head towards Liverpool Airport. I must admit, one thing they have nailed in this game is the weather, the sun, how it sort of appears behind the clouds. Looks, oh, it's just like, I can't imagine. Words can't describe how beautiful that looks. Sometimes all you've got to do is see, and you'll notice. It's down to 300. Us on the VFR map, so we are making this turn now. Once we hit CF27 and FF27, we will finally be on the right sort of waypoint. We want to be at 270 degrees eventually, once we've lined up with the runway, that is. So 270 degrees, that's what the 27 means on the runway. It means that's the magnetic bearing variation. So this is 27. Meaning it's 270 degrees, so we're, with every turn that we do, edging towards that 270 degrees. We're currently at 290, as you can see. In fact, we are a little bit out, so I am going to make us do a little bit more of a sharper turn. Make sure that we do line up correctly. 270. Wow, going through these clouds is just incredible. It really is. There you go, there's the runway over there. You can see it already. So I'm just going to make sure that we're lined up correctly with it. You can see it already there. This is Runcorn here. I find it incredible that knowing how far away it is from Runcorn, it's actually quite a long way between Runcorn and Liverpool Airport, that you can see it so coherently from Runcorn. It is really good. The only thing that's going to be quite unrealistic here, there is no Runcorn Bridge or anything like that. That will only come if you get the scenery packs, which I don't have, unfortunately. Not just yet, at least. But it is going to be a nice landing at Liverpool nonetheless. So let's tune into Liverpool, because it's not doing it for us. So Liverpool, let's tune Liverpool Tower, and press the landing.
Liverpool Tower, Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot is 900 miles east, 2,000 feet with whiskey to land.
Cirrus Golf. Lima Mike Sierra Foxtrot, Liverpool Tower. Altimeter 29er decimal 77 wind 251 at 22. Make straight in runway 27.
go, let's line ourselves up, 27. So that over there is Widdiness, or Widness as I like to call it. And that's where I work. And where we're going over now is where I live. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, but that there looks like the Asda. Runcorn. Yeah, it's definitely the Asda in the shopping mall precinct. Shopping City, as they call it. Castle Fields. Right, just bear with me, I've got to get back to it. And now, we get to do the fun part. Well, I say the fun part, if I can find the blooming button. There we go. Autopilot is off. We now have full control over the aircraft. I'm going to start our descent. Not very much, mind. And start our flaps. Yeah, I know it's telling us that we're not following our flight, but that's fine. We are as we are. This is turning out to be quite a nice flight, to be honest, and a very nice landing, I must admit. There's no rain, which I'm happy with. I think the rain must have stopped outside. I can't quite tell whether the METAR needs to be updated. Let's go for full flaps. Speed's going to come down quite a lot now, so we're going to need to justify that and adjust the speed as appropriate. Still a bit too high on the pappies, but I'm not. The speed is going down quite a lot, isn't it? Right, come on, good bird. Let's get you down. Tell you what, when you're doing these types of speeds, this landing feels like it's going to take forever. I can't wait till I get trained up on the Airbus A320 and I can do this landing in full ILS with an Airbus A320. That'll be fun. This is just to get the hang of it, really. Now, if you're thinking, oh, you're flying into this airport with a bit of a small plane, I'm not. I'm also very high, but I'm not flying this into with a bit of a small plane. They've got a little flying academy here at Liverpool, and this is very common to see these types of aircraft flying. I must admit, for default scenery, this is gorgeous. Oh, floated it, and we're down. Welcome to Liverpool, everyone. I hope you've had a nice flight. It's been a wonderful, wonderful trip, I must admit. Yeah, just trying to look for the exit point, love. We landed quite early, so it'll be quite far on by the looks of it. Where are we looking? Is that one there? Or is that looked like a taxi on point, so we might have to go a little bit further. Yeah, here we go. So this is us here. just as if no one could have predicted it, there's an F-18 waiting for us here as well. So, this is the major airport area. We technically shouldn't be here, but
Did you hear my last transmission?
I did, but I'm trying to taxi this aircraft, love. Let's get back to her before she starts squawking away.
Going to
We
121
don't need
decimal
grand.
55 Cirrus Mike Sierra Foxtrot.
So let's go park up. This is your Liverpool airport. It's not exactly how it is in real life, but it's close enough, to be honest. The add-on scenery you can get for this, that I will be getting in due course, will greatly improve this experience, I can tell you that. I can't wait till I get it. Hopefully going to get it after Christmas, so you'll see a lot more flights out of Liverpool after that. Right, where should we park up? Here will do. There we go. So put the parking brake on. So that is us done on this flight. It's been absolutely fantastic. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I can't wait to do some more flights with you here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's been absolutely fantastic to do this flight this evening with you. And I hope you have enjoyed this video nonetheless. We will be back with more Flight Simulator 2020, hopefully in the new year. But for now, have a wonderful evening wherever you are, whatever you're doing in the world. Take care, all the best, and I'll see you in the next video here on LM Simulation. All the best, take care, and ta-ra!